mention, I'll tell you, but if you don't have to go out, here's the key. Really put this travel off if you can until this starts to get better. It is that dangerous out there, and anywhere you go, it's going to be slow moving. You should keep it below 10 miles an hour. The Garden State Parkway, new one now. This is closed down at exit 123 in Sayreville. An accident blocking all the local lanes here, and also you've got the southbound side shut down approaching the Driscoll Bridge. We've got closures, 3 of them, on the New Jersey Turnpike. Eastern Spur southbound by 15W, northbound by interchange 12 in the truck lanes. The car and truck lanes are both closed southbound side by interchange 9. Both the express and local lanes now 80 shut down by Route 17 and Hackensack in both directions. So we've got plenty of closures on 95 moving through the Bronx. We've got closures on White Plains Road headed east and also by the Bruckner interchange. Southbound 95, the New England Thruway is closed down. This is out by exit 19. And we've got more troubles too at Fairfield County, Connecticut, with the Merritt Parkway being closed with an accident. This is southbound side at exit 36 in New Canaan. It's busy as you make your way through Nassau and Suffolk County. Northern State Parkway, the North Shore really getting iced up now. Eastbound Northern State by Route 110. We've got a full closure. Now, even in the city here, the Queens Midtown Tunnel is closed down because of icing. So the Long Island Expressway both ways by the Queens Midtown Tunnel closed. Eastbound on the LIA, it's closed down by the Clearview. The Goethals, Outer Bridge Crossing, Bale Bridge, and upper level of the Verrazano Bridge, all of these are closed down with icing. Again, you don't have to travel out. Stay where you are. If you do, please budget plenty of extra time. You need to go very slowly. And right now, we get the latest from the WCBS Weather Center.
Freezing rain advisory in effect for most areas until 11 a.m. with that rain moving in with temperatures near the freezing mark. Be very careful if you're out and about right now. Consider delaying travel until midday before temperatures can rise up above the freezing mark across the entire area. The rainfall is heavy at times later on, high 45. Tapers off this evening, cloudy tonight, low 35. Sunshine returns 41 tomorrow and increasing clouds Tuesday, high 39. I'm meteorologist Bill Dager in the WCBS Weather Center.
Light freezing rain in New Rochelle where it's 33 degrees. Light rain in Garden City where it's 37. And the Midtown temperature now up to 38 where they're calling it plain old rain. WCBS News Time, 9:30.
News, traffic, and weather for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We are WCBS News Radio 80.
Good morning, Sunday, January 18th. I'm John Metaxas. Here's the latest from the WCBS newsroom. Icy conditions are making driving, even walking, treacherous in the tri-state. Not only are highways closed, but bridges and tunnels have closures as well. There have been several multiple car pileups, and that freezing rain advisory is in effect through later this morning. We'll have live reports coming up momentarily. The NYPD orders new training for officers after the Paris attacks as soldiers patrol in Belgium to guard possible terror targets. The Nets lose to the Wizards, Islanders to the Canadiens, and they're playing for the Super Bowl today. The Seahawks host the Packers and Patriots host the Colts. WCBS News Time, 9:31. Well, we have been getting those reports of accidents, treacherous conditions everywhere. Let's get straight now with our meteorologist, Bill Dager, and find out what's going on in the atmosphere and on the ground.
Yeah, John, a freezing rain advisory in effect for most areas in and around the city, the North Shore of Long Island, off to the north and west for the next hour and a half, and they may have to be extended in some areas north and west of the city with temperatures still near the freezing mark and that rain coming down, so making for a lot of icy travel this morning. As we head through the next few hours, temperatures will slowly start to climb, and we'll start to see more areas deal with just rain rather than freezing rain. But if you're north and west of the city, it could linger through the midday and early afternoon hours before those temperatures rise enough for the ice to fully melt. John, back to you.
And Bill, quick question, a personal question, if you will. I get off at noon, I'm driving up north. Can I leave the city, or is it better to stay in the city until this passes?
It might be a good idea to delay travel if you're headed north and west of the city for at least a couple of hours afternoon, just to be safe with the temperature there colder and the ground, of course, colder there from all the cold air we've had recently. It's going to take a while before the travel conditions improve there.
All right, thank you. Bill Dager reporting. Well, some harrowing conditions out there on the roads and highways and even the bridges and tunnels. We have multiple car pileups on several highways, including the Palisades Parkway, and that's where we find our Monica Miller right now. And Monica, what are you seeing?
Well, I attempted to get on the Palisades Parkway coming off of the GW Bridge, and I had no luck. That road is completely closed up. We understand that there is a 15-car pileup there. Now, I'm sitting right where Route 4 and I-95 are, just a few miles away from there, and it's just a parking lot. People are sitting on the side of the road on the shoulder where I am, and just getting this far, I saw at least 3 or 4 cars that were in terrible accidents, have been in terrible accidents. They're facing the opposite way of where traffic is flowing, and anyone who is trying to move, they're barely going maybe 10, 15 miles per hour, even though I'm looking at the speed limit sign that says 35. There's absolutely no way. Now, I spoke to some of the passengers here on the side of the road that are with me, and one gentleman who is a firefighter said that he doesn't understand why the salt trucks weren't out earlier today, because it seems that a lot of drivers were caught off guard by this. The rain is falling. I'm watching it here on my own window sill, and the windshield wipers are sweeping it away. But when you look at the ground, it's just a sheet of ice in some places. It's somewhat deceiving. Normally you get some sort of ice or snowflake that hits your windshield, and this is, we're just on the cusp here where the road is too cold, yet it's warm when the precipitation is falling. So people here just don't quite know what to do. They seem caught off guard, and so either, like me, they're pulling over to the side of the road, or now they're just getting stuck in traffic. So if you have any idea or any plans of going out and trying to get anywhere, you might want to just stay home today. Reporting live in New Jersey, Monica Miller, WCBS News Radio 880.
All right, thank you, Monica. And among the highways with multiple vehicle accidents, Monica told you about the Palisades, also the Cross Bronx Expressway near the White Plains Road, and on the Hutchinson River Parkway before it joins with the Cross County Parkway, and that by no means is a comprehensive list. Closures reported on the Sawmill, the Spring, the New England Thruway, the Cross Bronx, the Bruckner, the Palisades in both Rockland and New Jersey, the Merritt Parkway, and again, that's not even a comprehensive list either. We'll have more in traffic and weather together in 4 minutes. WCBS News Time, 9:34. Straight ahead, anti-terror measures are being taken on both sides of the Atlantic.
Whether it's a serious fall, fire danger, or other type of home emergency, Life Alert is there for you. The company with its slogan, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up," protects its members. Here are some of them.
When you have a heart attack like I did, and there's no one there, Life Alert was there for me.
Having a secure feeling through Life Alert is ideal.
My independence is possible because of it.
Now, Life Alert can also protect you in a fire emergency with a system that automatically notifies our monitoring center. Thanks to Life Alert, you can live alone without ever being alone. With Life Alert protection, elderly people can avoid or delay going into a nursing facility. For a free brochure about Life Alert service, call now 1-800-990-3610. That's 1-800-990-3610. Call Life Alert now for your free brochure at 1-800-990-3610.
WCBS News Time, 9:36. The NYPD is amping up counter-terror training after the attacks in Paris. WCBS's Jim Smith reports.
In the wake of the attacks in Paris, the NYPD is accelerating some of its efforts to strengthen its counterterrorism operation, including training more cops on heavy weapons. Terrorism expert Bob Strang says it's all part of how the NYPD adapts to changing conditions.
The police learn from what's happening around the world. They try to stay a little bit ahead of the curve.
Strang says New Yorkers could see more heavily armed officers guarding soft targets.
We've got to be able to be preventative and responsive and, minimize the damage.
But he says while the NYPD guards against the lone wolf, it also has to remain vigilant against the larger 9/11 style attack. Jim Smith, WCBS News Radio 880.
With Europe on edge, soldiers have fanned out in Belgium to guard possible terror targets.
I'm Carrie Schultz in Brussels. Even after this